Hey guys, Bianca here, and I'm bringing you my October wrap-up. Now, I read 6 books this month, which is actually pretty good. I like to say it's pretty average. And after the past couple of months where I was not reading anything, this was actually pretty good. And I read a lot of great books, inhaled a lot of books in the beginning of the month, and then the last book that I read this month was kind of a drag, but still good. So this month I decided to sort of delve into my ebook collection because it's been a while since I read something from it. And I wanted to do paranormal romances. So I read, what did I read? Shadow Strike by Diane Duvall, which is her 6th book in her Immortal Guardian series. So I'm not going to delve into it too much, but let's just say that Ethan, who is our hero in this story, is pretty darn amazing. And Heather, who's our heroine, is as kick-ass as can be. I really loved her. And I really love Diane Duvall for her character building and the way that she's able to connect with the reader through her characters. So I actually inhaled it within 2 or 3 days, which I haven't done in a while. I haven't literally inhaled a book as fast as I did this one. And after that, I read, what did I read? Laura Adrian. I read her Crave the Night, which is her book 12. Yeah, book 12 in her Midnight Breed series. Now, her Midnight Breed is paranormal romance, so vampires and this second species, which I cannot say because if you haven't read the series, it would be a major spoiler. And I really enjoyed Crave the Night because our hero in Crave the Night is Nathan, which, if you read the series, you know Nathan. You meet him when he's young, and now he's older, and super broody, tortured guy, which are always my favorite because they are big softies really on the inside when they try to be tough. And I can't remember what the girl's name was, but she plays an important role in the series now. But for Crave the Night, I also inhaled it. The first 2 or 3 weeks of October, I was in a major reading mood, and I was literally inhaling every book that I read. And I finished Crave the Night within a couple of days, which is pretty... I like to think that it attests to how good it was and how intense Laura Adrian does her characters and her fighting scenes. She's really amazing. And similar to Diane Duvall, her character development is just amazing. And I put her with my favorite paranormal author, which is J.R. Ward. I can't. It was a good series. And then I ended up reading book 13 in the series, which is Bound to Darkness. Pretty good. You meet the couple in book 11, I believe. And so you kind of already seen them develop a little bit. I really liked this one as well, but I liked it more for her action scenes and her general storyline, which has been carried out through the whole entire series. I really felt that in this book, the couple was sort of secondary to everything, and it was more learning more about the storyline and what was going on and what will happen next in the coming books. But for those, I gave Bound to Darkness 4 out of 5, and Crave the Night I gave 5 out of 5 because I just love that one. Next, I read The Missing by Shiloh Walker. Now, this is part of her FBI Psychic series, and needless to say, I like psychics now. I never used to read anything psychic related because I felt that they were a little tedious and a little cliche. But Walker surprisingly changed my mind, and now I like FBI stuff with psychics. I usually either just read paranormal or I read mystery mystery FBI contemporary stuff. But this one is really good. We have Tig and Cullen. Now, Cullen is just your average guy who writes sci-fi. And Tig, who is our psychic in this story, she is able to connect with children that are missing and kind of follows their own psychic trail. She has a way of finding gifted children. And here we have, what happens is that you meet them first when they're younger, and you see them fall in love at a very young age, and then due to circumstances they get pushed away from each other, and a few years go by. Cullen has married another woman and has a child, and his wife had died during childbirth, so it was just him and his daughter. And his daughter goes missing. And now he needs Tig to help find her. And they kind of reconnect, and they've never stopped loving each other, but, you know, life gets in the way, and then they get brought back together. It's really cute. Really loved it, and really intense. I find that Walker has this way of making things intense, but making them all mushy all at the same time. And I just really, really enjoyed it. I gave this one 5 out of 5 stars. Next, I read The Departed, which is book 2 in her FBI Psychic series. Now, here we have Taylor and Des. Taylor is the one who sort of runs the psychic task force, and he's not psychic, but I sort of think he is, because he has this way of being able to find the psychics and sort of giving them a purpose and helping them adjust and sort of channel their abilities. And Des is part of his team, and she is she's tough, but also really kind-hearted all at the same time, because what she can do is that she sees the dead and she helps cross them over in whatever way that she can. So either finding their killer or bringing them to another family member, which is what happens in this book, because they have a one-night stand and then get pushed away, and then they have to get back together because his hometown starts getting a little terrorized by a crime, and she gets connected in a way. She gets pulled to his hometown and needs to solve the crime, but not really. And in a way, she kind of kills two birds with one stone, because she solves the crime that brought her there, but also helps Taylor solve a 20-year crime that never went solved. This one, though, was my favorite that I've read so far in the series, because I really loved the connection between the two of them, because they're both very alpha characters, but softies all at the same time. And Des takes no shit at all, and Taylor always comes off as a really tough machismo guy, but it's really just because he cares so much about his team and about the crimes that he's solving, which is why I love him. I just love him so much. I want to do is read her, but I really need to focus. I need to focus on her. So she will be in next month's wrap up, and I cannot wait for that. So that's it. I will be coming back next week, hopefully, with a massive book haul. I've been sort of collecting books everywhere between going to Barnes & Noble and library sales plus Book Outlet. it's a bad thing when you can't read anything and all you want to do is buy books, because nothing is actually attracting you to read it, but everything is really good right now. So prepare for that, and that's it. Until next time, guys. See ya.